give that one another go. I think you guys can do it.
What's unfortunate about losing on the last verse is when you lose, when you both die in a tag climax verse, you don't get to start back over on verse 6. You start over on verse 1, which means that you actually don't get to keep any of the halos you've bet and won from that last
easy come,
set.
easy go.
The ride never ends.
So you're
We meant to do
basically
that,
at the
so
beginning.
We can just talk about
Well,
that.
actually,
Yeah,
the
that's what
advantage is
happened.
we can show some different ones now. We can
Yeah,
try
can we
something
see
else out.
maybe like a
Mass Lumen?
yeah
Yeah, let's
another
do
boss
it.
battle
Cool.
or something?
Are you guys going to
let's
hit some
go
different
a little
weapons, or are you
bit-
going to stick with what you had?
A little bit, not Mass Lumen.
A little bit easier on that. Do you want to try different weapons?
Oh yeah, let's switch weapons.
Let's see something new.
Let's do some different stuff. So, you have
Okay.
to
So you're saying
bust back
not
out.
max halos this time.
Not max
No?
halos this
Okay.
time. I've been found out.
So the treehouse rules have been modified.
That's
It's okay.
You're the one who said treehouse rules.
No, you did. Oh, did I? No, I did.
You
I'm
absolutely
sorry.
did.
Yeah.
Rewind the
I
tape.
redact my statement.
All right, what are we gonna see? Oh,
All right,
I
I
think
will use Kafka.
you know. Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna. One of you should explain the moon accessory, and one of you should explain the star accessory.
So I'll
that,
explain the Moon of Mahakala.
Okay.
For people who played Wonderful 101, for people who played Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 1, Moon of Mahakala is back. For people who play Wonderful 101, this is the hero counter. Essentially, when an enemy attacks you, you press forward at the right time, and you deflect it, you parry it. If your timing is absolutely perfect, you parry it, you do an attack, and you activate witch time. Very useful.
Throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
Entire game. So the star, and I'm probably going to butcher this.
Now, how do you say this, Ryan?
He doesn't.
Dinetta? I mean,
Dinetta?
this is-
Oh, you
That
don't
sounds
know?
Oh,
There's an
hey.
accent mark over the
This
E.
is the first.
This is not Japanese.
This
So-
is the first one that Ryan hasn't been able to
So
just like
taunting-
no.
Taunting, like
right
I said
on
before,
the top
you
of his
can
head.
taunt enemies, and not only does that enrage them, you can use that to your advantage. But using this item equipped, or this accessory equipped, it actually lets you heal a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you knock an enemy down, you can take a second to taunt them, enrage it, and heal yourself back.
Right.
Something I probably should be doing.
But it's
actually,
kind of
more.
a
We
for
can show it off now.
Yeah.
It's all good.
it's
Insult to injury.
I think
Think so?
hey stream yeah it's a good item for skilled players because taunting, it's not just like I do a pretty dance and I gain health. You know, you like Demetrius said, you enrage the enemy, so that's kind of a give and take.
You just better be
All right,
prepared.
so
if you
are
start
we going to try
Yes.
that one
popping
again,
off
or are we
on
going to
your
try
enemies.
something else?
Yes.
What do
Yeah,
you
what are we
think?
gonna see?
What do you think, warming up? Or do you want to go straight into Master
Do you
Lumen?
need a warm up?
No, no warm up. We go for it.
Lumen.
Okay.
Lumen. Lumen.
You can also do pain. We've seen pain.
Oh, pain's not a bad idea.
Maybe start with pain and then do lumen?
Pain is down. Over.
Mask
Where are
Lumen's
you all
right
going?
there.
You're
It's
going,
the red
you're going
card.
everywhere
Go
but
up one
where
row,
pain
right there.
is.
He's
There.
right there.
Nope.
There we go.
Nope, that's not. Yep,
That's
yep,
pain.
that is. I'm
Excellent.
tripping.
Give better directions.
I'm tripping, guys.
I thought he was.
So
on
that's
Bayonetta.
catching up with you.
It's so good. That's why.
Okay, tell us about your weapons.
So I'll start off first. I am using the bow here, the Kafka. So it's a great thing to shoot from far away,
what do you
or
mean?
getting close too. But it also poisons your enemies, so it's a great idea. One of the great things too is if you spin the left stick here and then fire, you can fire a bunch of arrows in rapid succession, and it causes a lot of damage. And on my feet, I'm using the Undine, which shoots flame, or if I spin the stick, I can shoot ice instead.
Nice.
It's a very good weapon to take on a multiple amount of enemies.
And Ryan, what have you got going on?
I'm just using the Rakshasa. I like to keep it really simple. For players at home, I like to teach. So this is
It's
what you'll be
noble.
looking at in the first couple of levels. So just like watch and try to pick up some tips. I don't have
Just
to.
watch me.
I don't have to tell you like
I'm
what's
so
going
good.
on.
Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, nice,
Gotta go
guys.
Umber Climax there.
Oh, we're going to go in on this, right?
And you're going to have dual Umber Climax in a second.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, it feels so good.
I really do
It
love the design of these
does.
enemies. I'm kind of hoping
So
there's
the
like
Kafka's
a toy or a
really,
statue line for
really
these guys.
good
I would like to
when
have
you
some
an
little demons on my desk.
Underclimax
That'd be awesome.
activated. Does a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah. Have we pointed out? I know Ryan talked about his Fox costume a little bit with the R-Wings, but we haven't really talked about the Samus costume. We should
Yeah,
show
check
some of the
this
other
out.
costumes, too.
Double jump.
Mm.
It's so awesome. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I had to do my
And
sexy
morph
grunt voice
ball
at least
roll.
once.
So are we going to switch the costumes up now? What do you think?
We'll probably have to wait until the next first set. That's okay.
Oh, yeah, we do. We do.
It's okay.
No worries.
Hey, but hey,
Alright.
this is still cool.
What are we going to see?
Now
We're
we're
gonna
going to
do
Mass
Lumen now?
Lumen. Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Who is the Masked Lumen?
I don't think we're
Inquiring
allowed to
minds
say.
want to know.
I think it's Ridley.
Don't know.
It's Ridley.
It's oh.
I think it's pink gold Ridley, guys. Where's baby Rosalina?
What if it really is? You don't know. You haven't played the game yet. You have no idea. It
I
really could
really
be.
You
like
guys,
that
you guys are
idea.
gonna have to stay tuned. This
The
comes out
ultimate
October
villain is a
24th.
baby.
Yeah.
You'll find out then.
If it's baby Rosalina or not.
Days
Yeah, it's
of
gonna be
our
great when this comes out. People have a chance to either replay the original Bayonetta if they played it before and it's been a while, or play it for the first time, which if you haven't played it, I would highly recommend it. It's
Yeah.
a blast.
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
it's nice to get an intro to the characters and the things you're going to see
She has
in
a
the new
different
game, or
haircut.
just jump into the new game. It's awesome.
All
It
right.
looks so vicious.
So I know we've maybe talked about it before, but this Masked Luna guy is pretty interesting because he seems to have a lot of the same types of attacks as Bayonetta does. And I know Ryan has a good kind of
Yeah.
school metaphor for this.
So this is, was it school metaphor?
Yeah, it was like a test. A
Yeah,
teacher.
this
Yeah.
is a lot like, so I always talk about like Wonderful 101. I talk about other, like the other Bayonetta game, Bayonetta 1. But if you've played those games, this is like the
Aw.
Jean fights.
job, man.
This
Well
is like
done.
the Vorkin fight, where basically they're testing you to see how well you can use your skills throughout the course of the game. So this is the first conflict with the Lumen Sage, and he's testing you how well can you use your bread and butter. So for me, it's Rakshasa and the pistols, and the answer was, the grade was pure platinum.
So
so-
you passed the test.
Exactly.
Pretty good.
Demetrius,
Yeah.
what did you get? Gold?
Pure gold.
Pure gold. Pure gold.
Solid gold.
The
Yeah,
finest of
solid
the
gold.
gold.
All right. What else are we going to see?
Where can we go from here?
I mean, there's other bosses.
Let's do something where it's
You haven't
more
done any of the
enemies
flying
and
weapons. There's
That
like
sounds good.
cachet, compassion.
We could do those.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it, Ryan?
I'm not the speech coach on
Well,
this. So
That's
do you
what we
want
brought you here
to? Do you
for.
want to do?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Go for it.
you got to make more decisions in life.
We're getting some heckling from the back row. Clearly, we need to step
I
up
heard
the
that,
golds.
Pranger.
All right.
Demetrius, I'm so happy that we get to do this
Oh,
together.
there are two.
I
leads.
actually am
Okay.
too. I'm enjoying myself here.
So you might notice that.
We need to
oh,
work
wait,
together
these-
on this
these
one
look like
for
both
sure. 'Cause
ice.
this is really difficult one.
No, the only reason I did so well last time is because you were there to help me. You took all the hits
Oh.
You did a good job of distracting the opponents.
Bro,
What are-
man.
what are friends for, man?
actually, I'm
I'll
doing
see
too
you
much
on
trash
that mouth,
talking
man. I'll
because
see
you
you
can
on
see
that
that I'm about to die right here.
Oh,
Nice. Good job.
Group climax.
Oh.
Group climax. That's what that is.
Stop.
This is a rated M game. I can say what I want.
Oh, nice.
These are tough on.
This is
all the
This
halos.
one's really hard. I've only completed this one once.
Well, having the two there is just.
Oh, I finally got hit.
Yeah. Anytime.
on.
What's really interesting about Tag Climax is, so we were explaining that the verse cards, each one represents a different kind of battle, and it usually is labeled by an enemy. But it's typically not just one
Alright,
of
you're
those
so close to
enemies, it's
dead.
multiple enemies. Sometimes a little bit different kinds of enemies thrown in. So it's not as simple as like defeat this one boss or this one enemy. Sometimes it is just one boss, but you can see here they're fighting two. So there's a lot of challenge, especially when you put it on the higher Halo bet.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice. Good job.
It's also, I think, it's challenging, so it's a lot of fun for really skilled players to do, but it's also a good opportunity to learn and to practice. Because you've got the kind of tutorial mode or the practice mode that you can do between chapters and things like that. But this is also a good place where if
Nice.
you like get a new weapon or you buy a new move and you want to try it out on different kinds of enemies, this is a great way to do it.
It's a good way to test out, new techniques. and
Especially
such.
because you basically get to pick the enemy that you're facing.
Both
Not
got
bad.
gold.
Oh.
That's all right.
That one's a tougher one, though. I still
Oh,
lost.
what's the score?
I got
Have you
hit
been keeping
once.
track?
Can I leave?
I know.
You're done. Just
He's
Oh
done
my
here.
goodness.
Out.
Whatever.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I didn't hold up this time.
All right.
So
what
did you
else
talk
we gonna
about the
see?
weapon that Demetrius had on his legs there?
The
For that one,
Indeed?
the feet weapons? Yeah, I don't remember if we
I
talked
feel
about
like we
those.
Yeah.
cut you off. Did we?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could easily explain that again. So the Undine is a great weapon for like an AoE for multiple enemies. That's why it's kind of tough when you're taking on one guy. But they can freeze or ignite someone. And the difference is the fire causes raw damage, I guess you would say. And then ice, you can freeze a small opponent and pick them up and throw them into other opponents. So if you really want to get
Nice.
stylish, That's
Which,
one of the
I mean,
weapons
you
to go
do
with.
because it's Bayonetta.
Of course. So
If
absolutely.
You can't do anything unless it's stylish. It's against the
It wouldn't
rules.
be Bayonetta otherwise.
I do feel bad that we didn't remember to bring a way to track their wins.
I know,
we
we
need
should
some
have.
kind of.
We failed you,
chart
stream. We
or
should have had
something.
like a whiteboard. I mean, we have
Hopefully
a
there
whiteboard
could
right
be
there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We
There's
we
blatantly-
clearly
yeah.
just
But the
weren't
chairs
thinking.
are so comfy.
So this is where
Guys, the
my
back
weapons will
pushes
be a little bit easier
Oh, I
to
love the
flash
stage.
off with.
Flying through the city looks
I just
so cool.
this. Do you see what's happening on screen? It's just like.
It's pretty nuts.
Do you see? Because there's a lot of things going on, and it's really. I mean, they were clearly using Umbran Climax.
Nice, good job, man.
Umbran Climax is a super fun move. Oh. A super fun move.
okay.
You know, it's the
Next
one where
time.
you
It's
get
all
the
good.
greater
Take
range,
advantage,
man.
greater
But
attack
love.
power. But it's also just really cool to do. But as I mentioned in the Nintendo Direct, they made it so it doesn't really feel too overpowered. You use it and you kick a whole lot of ass, but you also don't defeat enemies
not an
automatically.
insta-kill.
It's not. Yeah, it's not an automatic win button. It just feels awesome, and it does a lot of damage and can be used strategically in a lot of cool ways.
Yeah. I do like the fact that you sometimes have to sit on it and wait for a little bit because you want to have the right moment to use those kind of moves where it's really going to pay off for you. And sometimes it's a
Especially
matter
if
of
you
keeping
want
your
to go
back pocket
looking
for a
for
while.
particular items as well. So you want to start breaking objects around in the environment because as they can award you with more magic gauge,
Yeah.
well, increase your magic gauge, I should say. Looking for those butterflies.
Nice.
How much do you want to bet that people on the stream are like, she said a swear?
Ugh, they probably love you for it.
I don't know.
Wait, did I miss something?
It's all good.
All right.
They love you for
Nice.
butt clencher.
Butt clencher?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, butt crunching is trending.
Butt crunching?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't
Butt
say butt
clencher, not
crunching.
butt
I said
crunching.
butt
Absolutely did.
But you
clenching.
have
Rewind
now,
the
though.
tape.
Butt crunching.
Now it's trending.
The new
Now
one
it's
is
trending.
butt crunching.
Maybe that's more
What
Bayonetta.
would butt crunching
Butt
be?
crunching confirmed in Captain Toad.
Somebody figure out what butt crunching would be.
I think if we leave here and go check,
Right.
we'll find something.
I mean, if anything,
dictionary.
Bayonetta is a butt crunching game.
Butt crunching?
Yeah.
I'm not totally sure what that is, though.
It's whatever you want it to be.
When-
It's all in the
Figure it out,
imagination.
Internet.
What's your butt crunching headcanon?
I'll have
no,
to
no,
write
no.
the fic and I'll
Demetrius.
send it to you.
You have to save him.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I got
Thanks, Demetrius.
Yeah.
That
for
was
that,
that was
but-
pretty close.
Yeah, you
butt
gotta
crunching
avoid
moment.
that giant cannon there, right?
Would you
Just
call
a
that a
little bit.
headcanon?
Oh.
The head cannon.
Yes.
There we
The
go.
head
There's
cannon.
the
That is
answer.
actually a
Just
head cannon.
Head
though.
cannon.
Although he doesn't really have a head, just looks
No,
like
he
he's
does.
decapitated.
He does.
Does
Look
he?
in his body. Yeah, there's a head there.
There's a head hiding in there.
It's just
Yeah,
not
there's
where you'd
generally always a
expect it.
face
They're
hidden
very
on the angels
grotesque.
somewhere.
The enemy design in these games is.
Nice
So
job,
cool.
Demetrius.
Boom!
I got no
I think
love
that
today.
Ryan
The
rigged
game
the
is broken
game.
today. The game is totally
you sure?
broken.
You didn't
You
use
know
any
what?
debug
That's
magic
okay.
on this. No,
I can't talk
nothing?
about that.
No.
All right, we
No.
have one
Okay.
more verse.
All right, I think we
Make
got.
it count.
You pick one, Demetrius.
I can't. You keep
I know,
winning.
but just.
Well, actually,
what
you were
would
talking
wanna
about
do-
being able to freeze enemies and throw them, which sounds like something we should show folks. So why don't we find one with a lot of
Okay,
enemies?
just
That
go
way
to
we
the
can
first
maybe try that
card
out.
then.
This one? Do you want to do? Do you want to do
They wanna
Gamora?
do Gamora?
You can't freeze Gamora.
That's this big dragon.
He still looks cool though.
elephant thing.
He does look
Yeah.
cool. All right, guys.
Let's do it.
last
Seen Gamora a
last
million
choice.
times.
No?
Yeah, they have.
Well, how
Yeah.
about we do
He makes like the elephant noise.
this?
Besides, you want to complete this one?
Not an
If we have
Oh.
time after this one, we can maybe check him out too.
So
Yeah.
Gamora's it?
No, do the
No.
first one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll save
He looks
Gamora
like
for
Gamora a whole
if we have time at the end.
Okay, cool.
Because we're getting close, but I
No,
think we
no.
can.
Gamora has
Last
all the
chance
love.
to see who's going to stand up here.
Just because there's confusion, I should say this. This game comes out October 24th and does include Bayonetta 1.
Yes.
Another excellent game.
Yes.
Details about. I know, like Ryan said, there's been a little bit of confusion. So if you have questions about the details, we've got some answers on like the site, our official site. Pretty straightforward. Basically, I don't know. You can check it out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into
I'm
details.
sorry, the confusion's on my part 'cause I'm
It's
trying to keep
Sam's
too many
fault.
deadlines in my head, and it's
Well, we tried.
there's
I
only
just
so much
utterly
space.
That was
annihilated
awesome,
that
you
one.
guys. Ryan still
Sleep with
But
one
yes.
eye open tonight.
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah,
and I
it's
think
been
we've got something else coming up here pretty soon, so we probably have to do a little bit of changing. Yeah. Are we all set to move on? Okay, so we've got Okay, Audrey's here, and Demetrius, you get to hang out. We're
Yep.
gonna check
Yeah.
out Fantasy Life. Thank you for coming by.
No,
Good
Demetrius,
job,
you were really
by the way.
funny, so that's what counts.
Hey. So I know during E3 we showed off some different lives. We showed off a little bit of content for this game, but there's a lot more to go.
There's
so
so much. To
you
show
guys
off.
both have some different lives that we can check out, and I think we're gonna try out some
should we switch?
multiplayer too, right? Oh, we are. Sorry, I'm just gonna talk to you while you're not mic'd. Hi. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this right this time. This game is coming out this October.
It is.
Yes,
October
okay.
24th. We
Got my
you don't have to
brain.
wait much longer. Don't you
reset.
worry. All right.
So, Audrey, we're gonna start out with you and the character that you've just gotten started.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
like you said, we showed off some of this during E3, but there is so much to this game that you could just keep showing it forever. We're not going to. We're going to get to Smash eventually, but
It's
we're gonna
coming, folks. It's
it's
coming.
coming. We're going to show a live class that we haven't had a chance to look at in depth. So we're going to take a look at my young wizard here,
Yes.
Hamburger.
You know, I really regret I didn't
His
name
mom.
my character No Mayo.
Oh,
Next
there's
time.
always a next time.
I love for a young fledgling wizard, he has got a really respectable stash
He's got a
going
mighty
there.
mustache. Some say it's the source of his power. This
It
isn't
could be.
confirmed. You'll have to play the game to find out.
But it's very dignified at any rate.
All right, so
So, what point are you here? You've just
this
learned how
is
to use magic,
pretty
right?
much near the beginning of the game. He's already got his license. He's already learned how to use magic. In this game, you actually have to wield magical spirits in order to use magic. You don't just, wave your wand, say hocus pocus or whatever. You actually have to get earth spirits on your side. And luckily, young Ham has already done that. He's got a cool earth spirit, he's got a cool wind spirit, so he's all set. But before we go help out old Snoozeworth, we're going to talk to this witch here. She's got an exclamation mark upon her forehead. She probably wants to be talked to. All right. Yeah, we are wondering who you are. Cackle.
So, what's cool for folks who maybe aren't familiar with Fantasy Life, this is coming to us from Level 5, who hopefully folks are very familiar with. They did the Professor Layton games, Dragon Quest, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch.
they make
they're-
charm happen for a living.
Yes, they're amazing, charming games, and games that are really deep, and that's something that this game just excels at, because there's so much you can do. And I think it's going to really surprise people how much time they can even spend just in the first town before they actually get out into the world and do stuff.
So Esmeralda here wants me to find her lost wind spirit.
Oh, hi.
And luckily, it was in the shining little suitcase there. Didn't have to look too hard. And now he's on my side.
Nice.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head again.
That's your job now. You just do that all the time.
I'm just gonna anytime you find
Yeah.
it. Like, ba, 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 ba.
All right. So she's really happy with me.
Oh, that little spirit is cute.
Don't worry, he's still okay. He didn't disappear into nothingness, but I did learn wind magic now. It's going to
Nice.
be pretty useful. Here, I have all of my basic elements down.
We should probably cover that and talk about the 4 different elements and how they're useful.
Yeah, so we've got fire magic, we've got water magic, wind magic, earth magic, and each one does something a little different, and each one's more effective against different types of enemies.
Correct.
So earth magic is really useful because you can actually heal yourself with that.
Yes.
So
Very, very
Especially as a
helpful for this
young,
game.
vulnerable wizard
as
out
a
in
young
the world.
Ham, you're gonna need to heal yourself when you inevitably screw up. So right now, we're gonna have a chance to show off our magic because here at the chapel, there's a little spooky problem.
Oh.
There's a spooky bothering Reverend Collinsworth.
Okay.
All right. This here is Nox, and he's a troublemaker. He's kind of a jerk. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. He's my friend's sister, but he's a jerk. Look at that. He's not even gonna stay and chat with me. Go away. No one likes you.
So, Demetrius, have you tried out a wizard yet, or?
Yeah, I have
Have you
tried
hit
out a
that one?
wizard, and I actually really enjoy using this life class. I think it works well with other multiple life classes. And something I would like to talk about too is how what's really cool about this game is each life class can be played at the same time essentially. So for a wizard, it's kind of more of the advanced class. And say you keep playing it for a while and you get to level up for quite a bit, and then you're like, this is great, but I kind of saw a cool paladin, and maybe I wanted to try that as well. You can actually go to the guild office and switch to be a paladin, and that actually still helps your wizard because maybe you want some more strength, a little bit more HP.
Yeah, and you don't lose the stuff you've learned, so
No.
it's not like you're starting from a
No,
clean slate.
Not at all, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And the wizard itself, it's like what I mean by an advanced class is that some of the enemies you require to defeat to level up take quite a bit. Yeah, you really need to grind it out a bit, but it's still really cool. You get some of the most unique spells in the game. the farther you get, the bigger your spells are. So you start out kind of with your fire
Oh,
spell,
that
with a
thing's
little
cute.
puff of fire,
No,
and then
he's
after
not
all, it's a
cute.
big
We're
flamethrower.
gonna make him go
Oh.
away.
Yeah.
Don't like him too much.
Bye, Mr. Spooky. Oh. It's so hard for me when these games
should
have
be bugging
cute
people.
enemies.
It's true, it's true. But like you said, every skill you learn stays with you, so it's not really like you're stuck to a class. Your character's
No.
constantly growing, constantly evolving. If you choose to dash, your dash skill's gonna go up. If you choose to sneak, your sneak skill's gonna go up. So you're just constantly changing,
Running
however
around
you choose to live your
everywhere. I
life.
think both of us, that's kind of our thing. We
Uh-huh.
can't stop.
That levels up
It's
your
so
dash.
funny
Yeah.
because I'm used to running around like crazy in my more advanced file. So when I started a brand new file for this demo, I was running around like crazy, and then I was completely out of magic to battle with,
Oh.
which is no good. You have to build up that dash.
But after a while, though, it's good to know you can run from area to area.
Alright, you're going down, Spooky.
So
Cute.
you both using fire, it looks like.
Yeah, so what Audrey's going to want to do here is pick the correct elements, which will help out. So fire is a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just-
respect him. He's got a good mustache too. So we're brothers in stash, but he's bothering my friend.
This
so
little guy's
it's gotta
just
go
trying to
down.
Now,
haunt
since
somebody.
this is the early stage of being a wizard, as you can see, she
Oh,
can
that's
just
nice
press
effect.
the A button to throw fire. But later on, as you level up your magic, you can actually press and hold down the A button to charge up your attack.
Mm.
And then you let go of the A button and a big fireball will come up.
Yeah, it's
Little Ham has a ways to
really-
go.
Really satisfying getting the more advanced moves. It's like,
Just
yeah.
a small hamburger at the moment, but
You-
It's a slider.
He'll be a jumbo burger soon, don't
yeah,
you worry.
He's on his way.
It's really fun later on when you've built up your magic, going up against enemies that used to give you trouble, and then suddenly they're no problem. You're just wrecking the whole herd.
On that
Feels
subject,
great.
how's your relationship with the Snapdragon going?
We don't discuss the Snapdragon. So I think I told you guys this story, but I was actually wandering around near the Snapdragon. I discovered that I could have my little cat friend follow me around for my adventure, and so I was like, yeah, let's go wander around west the field. And we came by the Snapdragon. I was like, oh, I know about you. I'm not going to mess with you. Kitty, what are you doing? And then
Snapdragon wasn't about
Kitty
that.
wasn't happy with me.
The
Kitty
kitty
took a
decided he
nap.
could take on the
Kitty took a big nap.
the big nap.
Is that
So
Nap
hopefully
Kitty
Kitty,
then?
Nap Kitty
2
now.
hasn't been hanging around the Snapdragon.
Now I don't take my kitties near the Snapdragon.
No pets for you.
Lesson learned.
No pets for you.
Aw.
I feel like at some point during one of these streams, we've got to have you beat the Snapdragon.
One of these
It'd be very
days.
cathartic.
One of these
Just to
days.
I mean,
knock
who's
it
to
out.
say I haven't? Don't tell her.
We could have a chalkboard of Snapdragon Kitty.
I've decided to be a pacifist
Nothing.
and leave him as he is.
In fairness, he's not bugging anybody. He's just napping, so he can probably wait till later.
Can a dragon just nap? No?
It's his
What's-
right.
What's wrong with y'all?
He can nap if he wants to.
Let the dragon have his peaceful sleep.
All right, so we just helped out old Snoozeworth here by making a spooky problem go away. And now, do we want to jump over and show off some advanced alchemy and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
y'all.
Let's
Sounds
do
awesome.
it.
And that actually ties in well for the other classes because this is a creative focused class.
Yes.
And you're making super useful stuff that other folks can maybe share with you if
we
you're
want
being
to
generous.
switch to the other.
Yes.
3DS.
So, are we gonna have that pop up, or I can wait just to make sure?
No worries. We can chat about
Okay,
crafting
I
while
can
we're waiting for
dash,
things
I
to get
can-
popped up.
So, my character that I'm using right now is an advanced alchemist, and the cool thing about alchemy that I was actually explaining to Audrey not too long
Mhm.
ago is for crafting classes. When you begin to get to the higher stages, you can actually craft particular items and engrave your name on it.
I was
Nice.
way too excited when you told me
Very
about that. It's
cool.
funny because I had put so much time into this game. I tried all different kinds of live classes, but I never got one of the crafting skills up high enough to learn how to put my name on something. So when you told me that, I got a little giddy, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these items take quite a bit of gathering items. Especially for alchemy, you have to defeat some very impressive and powerful monsters. So if I want those really shiny, nice black glasses, I'm going to have to go hunt stuff down and really take some time to do it. So to know that you did all that effort and then you get to put your name on it, very cool.
That's like you said,
Especially if you get somebody
everything-
else and you're like, you can use Demetrius' sword, I guess.
Yeah. But you can have my glasses. I made a better version that has +3 on it anyway, so you can
Yeah.
have the +2 ones.
And like I said, every skill kind of feeds into itself. Like, you want to go and get those great items you're going to need to craft, you're going to have to maybe build up your paladin skill. So you can go and get rid of those big
Survive.
monsters who are going to drop the good
Mhm.
stuff. So,
So here I'm at the workbench, and I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to choose a quick little formula here. Okay.
Look how stylish you are. I mean, in
like
real
the
life, but also in the game.
Yeah, I have to
With this
transfer
cool
it over
cape,
for some strange
just make
reason.
us all feel
So we're just
less
going to build a
worthy.
slight little charm here. As you can see, it says rarity 1 star. So this is just a simple item. It's a fledgling craft. But as you can see right below the rarity, made by. So when I make this item, it's actually going to put my name on it. And you're going to see what it looks like real quick to make a little item.
And this is a stat booster that will improve your luck a little bit, it looks like.
So one of the things, too, I can say is you usually have to dash back and forth and choose different items. But because I'm so high-skilled, I can just press the X button.
Why don't you brag?
Yeah,
No.
you
I've
know,
got such skill.
because I'm so awesome like that. I can't help it. Bam! Great. I didn't even have to
Boom.
waste any time.
It's worth mentioning that this isn't just like a one button, I made a thing. You can make
No.
better things depending on how well you do
It's
the craft.
actually
So
a
that was a
skill.
simple
Yes.
item. It gets much more difficult. There's even like boss music when you mix it. Yeah, it gets
gosh.
serious.
Intense
bump,
alchemy.
Bump, bump. Like, it's really funny.
Oh, you made great quality. Nice.
So I'm just gonna view this item.
Let's see that name.
Bam! Made by me.
Boom!
Nice.
For all the world to see.
There we go.
And
Okay.
this is something you can use yourself or give
Yes.
to somebody else.
Or give to
Yes, or
a,
get it to
certain
somebody else.
somebody.
fellow friend.
Yeah, yeah.
M-
Maybe,
maybe a young wizard who could use some luck.
A young
He's
ham.
just starting.
Yeah, yeah.
making his way in the world.
Good first impression. Here you go, friend. I made this
Yeah.
charm just for you.
He'll give you some fries in exchange. It'll be great.
All right. So my world is open.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Multiplayer
What are you
time. Nice.
saying? You want some company?
So maybe I'm saying we should do some multiplayer.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
So another great thing about Fantasy Life is the drop-in and drop-out multiplayer. So as you saw, I was already making an item, and my world is open. So Audrey here can jump in at any time. It's not going to have to change anything up. We don't have to worry about loading. Nothing like that. It's excellent, excellent stuff.
What's cool is it's not that you're limited to one area, right? So when you're opening it up, she can come in and you guys can explore the entire world.
You're sharing your
that you've
whole
got.
world
Yeah.
with the other person.
The game moves on. So whenever I'm doing it, it's cool with it. The game's like, all right, it's cool. You got a friend now. See, secretizing. Oh, okay, cool. She's jumping in. Bam.
All right.
So while we're getting this set up,
No,
just
don't
curious, do you guys have a favorite life yet that you've hit that you're just like, this is my life?
You know, I started off really fond of the Paladin class, but then once I tried out Hunter, I don't know why. Maybe I've been reading too much Green Arrow, but I just love it. I love the bow. I love it. It's just great.
I'm using the Alchemist, but I think Mercenary is my jam. I really liked using big swords. I don't know, maybe I have
like
a
the-
complex or
the-
something, but
The
Wanna
training
run
master
circles
for
around you,
the
'cause why
mercenary
not?
class is pretty awesome.
My cape's better than your
Oh, there we go.
cape.
2 capes.
my tuxedo is better than whatever else you're wearing.
They're floral skirt. Don't worry.
All right, so why don't we go to the next area?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna travel along.
All right. Oh yeah, I can dash again. Yay! I'm myself again. So yeah, this you might notice this is not ham. The stash is gone, and this is my other file. Like I said, I'm a hunter here, but I'm also a paladin. I'm a woodcutter. I'm an angler. I'm just a well-rounded young lady here.
And able to dash much more effectively
Yes,
than
and
young
on
Ham
my
was.
file too, actually, I should say that I'm not only an alchemist, but I'm also an angler, a cook, and I dabble in a little bit of palindry.
Ooh,
Just a touch, I like it.
Just a touch.
paladin who can cook is a catch.
Well, I figured since I got the tux going and the long white cape, I wanted that rose sword that I saw in the shop.
Oh, gotcha.
I just
Leave the bee
Had to play it up.
alone. We've got bigger.
That's really the way to go,
Like a fish
especially if
fry.
you want to collect all the stuff that you can find and then craft it and also survive long enough to go out there and find this stuff. It really pays to be a well-rounded character.